Hey Bikeaholics, Ryan Erlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. Thanks for checking in. As you can see, I'm sitting in front of a 2016 Victory Magnum. Badass bikes, guys. And I have the opportunity to spend some time with some, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a walk around. All right guys, so let's take a quick look at this, again, 2016 Victory Magnum. Now a lot of the bikes are similar from Victory, of course, different bodies just like Harley. And that means that a lot of them are running the same motors. We'll get into that in a minute. And then they're just wrapping them in different fenders and frames and wheels and things like that. That's pretty typical. All right, and so on this particular Victory, this color scheme is a black crystal over super silver steel gray. And you'll see you can see kind of the metal flake in there, guys. It's a really, really beautiful color. All right, and so this bike, among many other Victories, again, they're just wrapping them in different tanks and you know, different accessories and things. But this is a 1731 cc, if you want to know that. But more importantly, it's a the 106 Freedom V-twin is what they call it. And real good looking motor, guys, and definitely we've tested it. At some point I'm going to do a test ride on this bike for you guys, so stay tuned and I'll tell you what my thoughts on how it performs. And so also, as we look down here, it's got a 6-speed transmission, and of course this is this particular bike, and you can see it's got, let's talk about the exhaust while we're here. It's got the coming out of both headers, it's a 2, and of course it looks like it chambers 2 into 1 back into 2. So, you know, if you want to compare it, guys, because I don't have a lot of reference to a Harley, like a, you know, Harley Street Glide or Touring, and obviously that's what they're trying to compete with, is definitely the 6-speed transmission, the V-twin motor. And you know, a lot of the new Harleys are coming with a 103. This is a 106. Again, I haven't particularly test rode this. I'm going to, but I'll test ride it and compare it to at least my 2014 Street Glide Special and let you guys know what I think overall for real world day-to-day biker, whether I notice the difference or, you know, in handling and all that kind of stuff. Of course, the primary on this side and stamped right over here is exactly what I said. They call it the Freedom V-twin, guys. All right, let's move on in, guys, to the front wheel here. Now this right here on the Victory is a 21-inch, and that is right now, as of the date of this video, that is the largest production front wheel. So it's a production bike and it's the largest front wheel. 21-inch, it is a very gorgeous mag type wheel, as you guys can see. And it is right in line with the Harley as far as dual front disc brakes go. There's that beautiful flake that you guys can see in this paint scheme. I do really like this. I'm kind of old school like that when it comes to metal flake in the paint. You can see that beautiful mag wheel right there. And of course, caliper on the left side, stamped Victory. Very good looking. It looks like braided lines coming out of it there. So if you guys are wondering between the different Victory motorcycles, so like the Magnum is like the step above the Cross Country. It's got the extra big wheel and some other features that the Cross Country doesn't have. So it's like the extras, if you will. And so we've talked about the front brakes, and if you talk about the rear of this bike, of course, Victory in true style has the, you know, different from the Harley. They've tried to round the bags and make it look all futuristic, and some people like that, some don't. That's up to you. And it's lowered 1 inch in the rear. And we talked about the front wheel being 21-inch, the rear wheel, you can't see it, of course. It's covered by the bags, but it's a 16-inch wheel, and it has a single disc brake in the back. That's very standard, and same with Harleys if you're wondering for comparison purposes. We'll walk around this side of the bike. And the stereo system, let's talk about that a little bit. If you guys want to get our #1 rated Victory maintenance video, do not pay your dealership, guys. There's no reason to pay a dealership to do your standard 500 oil change, and then your every 5,000 oil change. Lawabidingbiker.com/victory maintenance. We got you covered. We'll show you how to do it and how to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars and just do it right in your garage. It's super easy. The one thing about the Victory is the air cleaner is underneath the gas tank, but we got your back on that. Don't worry about it. We'll show you how to remove that and how to, of course, change the oil, inspect your belt deflection. We'll check your brakes and all the bolts and nuts and fasteners and cables and all that kind of stuff. Fluids, guys, don't worry. We've also got an Indian maintenance video and a Harley one. We got your back on that. Now the stereo system is 100 watt is what it is, guys. And it's got woofer, mids, and highs when it comes to that. And then you see that sexy biker gripper, #1 rated motorcycle mount, cell phone motorcycle mount on the market, guys. lawabidingbiker.com/store. You can get hooked up. We've got universals and we've got control mounts that replace your pinch bolts, and we've got chrome and we've got black. Just head over there, guys. He's using the chrome universal mount, 18 pounds grip strength, the sexiest, sleekest, strongest cell phone motorcycle mount on the market, guys. Good for Victory and Indian and Harley and any other kind of metric motorcycle you can think of. Again, lawabidingbiker.com/store, guys. We'll take a quick look at the dash here. Pretty clean dash. It's got some of your, idiot lights and your signals up here, your fuel. It's got your RPM over there, right over there, and then your speedo, of course, your fuel, and your voltage over there. It's got your stereo readout right down here, if you can see there. And then it's doing similar to the Harley over here. It's got your joysticks for your audio. It's got over there, and then you've got your cruise control and some other accessories and set and decel and all that kind of stuff over there, guys. Of course, signals over here. You've got signals right there, and you've got horn button right over there. Now, which was interesting, different from the Harley, is all their 2014 and new, they have hydraulic clutches, so you're going to still have to deal, and that's okay, with a cable clutch over here on the left side. So no hydraulic clutch for the Victory yet, which I'm surprised. I'm sure they're working on that because a lot of your other bikes are running the hydraulic clutch now. And then, of course, it's got the cable brake over here, right up there for the front brake. Now, these floorboards, if you guys wondered, these are aftermarket. They're actually made by Arlen Ness, though. They're just like Bigfoot, because the rider for this is super big feet. And that's a little bit different floorboards when you're talking stock and stuff like that. But that is, of course, the shifter over here. And as we mentioned, a 6-speed transmission. And let's talk about these saddlebags just a little bit. And these engine guards on the Magnum are aftermarket. They're Victory, of course, but the Magnum does not come with engine guards. And we strongly suggest, if you get a Magnum, just put engine guards, because the first time you drop the bike, everybody drops their bike eventually. You're going to cause an ass load of damage to the handlebars and the fairing. If you just simply put those pretty reasonably priced engine guards on, you'll save yourself from a catastrophe like that. The low wrap fender, which is interesting. Indian also has a low wrap fender like that, a lot lower than the Harley Street Glides. Kind of gives it some style. It sits really tight to that 21-inch wheel. And we'll move back and look at these. Again, if I didn't mention, the air cleaner is under the fuel tank, and we got your back on that in our maintenance video. We'll show you how to change all that. And then here's the bags. And of course, that really rounded, futuristic look, guys. And that's really a matter of taste, as you can see. That gives it that little more futuristic look than the Harleys with the square bags, if you're interested in this Victory. And we'll move in. And these bags are pretty simple, and they've just got the one touch, which is nice, similar to Harley, which has Harley has the little lever up here, but again, very similar. And super, I would venture to say maybe just a little more space than the Harley bags right now. And then these bags come off. The Harley has 2 quarter turn pins for quick release. But these are pretty quick to get off. We've had them off. It's just a couple bolts instead, which adds actually a little more security than Harley's quick turn pins, but there's a lot of aftermarket stuff if you want to do that with the Harley. There you go. You just push the button and it opens right up. So we'll look at these slip-on mufflers on this bike. This isn't stock. These are Victory Stage 1 is what they call it. Victory does it different. Every manufacturer does it different, but these are Stage 1 slip-on performance pipes, and I'll give you a better look at these. If we walk around the side, of course, they're stamped Victory. And we've also got the Stage 1 air intake for their Stage 1 upgrade and air intake and slip-on pipes. And again, that's underneath the tank, but we got you if you want to do that. Super simple. In our maintenance video, we'll show you how to put a Stage 1 in, because we're going to access it for you in the video. And then you've got, obviously, the pipe crosses over underneath, like I say, a 2, 1 out of each cylinder, and then into 1 a chamber, just like Harley stock, and then you've got 1 pipe coming out each side. But just so you know, those are aftermarket pipes, or I should say Stage 1 pipes. And then you've got your, these are aftermarket, of course, highway pegs for stretching out on the highway, because we put the highway bars on here. And then also he's got the little air deflectors. Those are aftermarket on the side of the fairing. Everything else is pretty much stock on this bike. Stock mirrors. It's pretty much how the mirrors come right there. And then your ignition, of course, some of you that are used to Harley, is right up here. Victory brings it on back down here, like a lot of other motorcycle manufacturers, and you've got your ignition and on switch right there. And the nice thing about this is, if you guys get our maintenance video, lawabidingbiker.com/Victory Maintenance, it's just got, for the oil, it's really nice because it's 1 plug and it drains your transmission, your primary, and your engine. So it makes it super simple when it comes to that. But that is the 2016 Victory Magnum, guys, and it is a really badass bike. We've had a lot of fun chilling with this bike and testing it. Like I say, I will be following up maybe in this video later, depending on when I can get the footage, or I may do a whole separate video on my take, and I'll actually do a test ride with my GoPro for you guys, and give you guys, you know, my first thoughts, because honestly, I haven't ridden this bike yet. We've had some guys here at Law Abiding Biker Media ride it, but I haven't got to talk to them about it a lot. So we'll give you at some point, I'll give you my take on it. All right, real quick, the fuel tank, which is nice. You know, Harley is 6 gallons. This is a 5.8. So right up there with your touring type tanks, guys, so you can go long distance and hang with all your buddies that have the touring type bikes. And that is a stock seat right on there, guys. He's got the rider backrest, of course, add-on. And let's look at the rear here just a little bit. Obviously, it's got the kind of, I don't know, lack of a better term, the aero type tail light, which is kind of unique to Victory, kind of gives them that futuristic look. And then it's got the low profile signals, which are obviously also unique to Victory. Gives it a clean look in the rear, as you can see there. And just like the Harleys, guys, they've right on board. Victory's got the rear final drive, the belt drive. And of course, in our maintenance video, we show you how to check belt deflection. No problem, so you can make sure when you're doing your maintenance and safety inspection that belt is the proper tension. If you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, you are really missing out. We have a ton of videos in the works for you guys, so get subscribed. Also sign up for the free email club, lawabidingbiker.com/email club. We will shoot you an email when we come out with new free videos. Also, do not forget to check out that weekly podcast. It's the Law Abiding Biker Podcast. It's heard worldwide. All right, peace out. Color scheme is a black crystal over silver stupid.